Hello, it's Ferris Aranki, CEO of Shigeto Consulting, and welcome to the third episode of my vlog series, Startup Life in the Time of Corona. It's where I share lessons that I've learnt from 6 months of launching my first startup, Shigeto Consulting, and how I'm applying those learnings to the difficult business conditions that we're all experiencing during this pandemic. Today, I'm talking all about motivation, or what gets me out of bed in the morning, as I like to call it. And it's really interesting because this is the first time I've ever not worked for another company. And I often describe running your own business as a lot like being on a roller coaster where the highs are much higher, but the lows are much lower. And your ambition is to have more highs than lows. It's also different because it's a lot more personal, in as much that clients are not just buying Shigeto, they are in fact buying Ferris Aranki. So how does this manifest into motivation? Well, it means the highs, as I said, be they positive interactions with clients, great feedback, or even winning work, feel so different. In fact, I still to this day remember the first piece of work that I won for Shigeto, and although it was only thousands of pounds, I felt more invigorated than some of the multi-million pound contracts I used to win at previous clients. But on the flip side, when things aren't going so well, it can hurt a lot more. That, I guess that's none more so than in the world of sales. Now, you may know that sales is a numbers game at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how good your product is or how slick your operation, you just have to knock on a lot of doors. And it's often quoted something like it takes 100 contacts to get one sale. And what that effectively means is that that's 99 rejections, which particularly hurts when it's personal rejection. During this pandemic, what I'm discovering is that because clients have less money, are less accessible, it's not 100 gets you one sale, it's something like 500 contacts to get that one sale. So that's even more rejection, and that's really, really tough to deal with. Now, the last 6 months have given me some valuable lessons in motivation and how to keep going even when faced with all that rejection. And it basically boils down to 3 things that I'd like to share with you. Number 1 is all about passion. Fortunately for me, Shigeto and strategic effectiveness is what I am passionate about. So these are things I would do anyway, even if nobody paid me or nobody else cared. Which, funny enough, is the case because right now Shigeto is not getting paid, but hopefully all you guys do care about the work that I do. Learning number 2 is all about framing. So for me, very much, I don't see these as rejections. Instead, I see them as both an opportunity to learn and adapt, and also mini hurdles that will make the success at the end even sweeter. I mean, in summary, to quote the great Nelson Mandela, I either win or I learn. I do not fail. And that is very much how I keep my motivation high. And the third thing that I've discovered is about being human. So all these highs and lows it's natural to have emotions and feelings about them. So it's fine to get angry, to be sad, to cry, to be ecstatic. And I've really realised that it's an important part of running my own business to allow that human side through. So those are my 3 key takeaways for keeping motivation when running a startup and during a pandemic. Hopefully you found that insightful. You can read a blog where I'll be expanding a bit more on this, and please join me on my next vlog, which will all be about roles you play in a startup. And in the meantime, it's been a pleasure. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you next time.